Good day, ROFFS analyst James here, and it is currently Tuesday, February 27th, 2024. We hope everyone had a good weekend. Today we'll be taking a quick look at the ocean conditions from the west coast of Florida along Alabama to Louisiana and the east coast of Texas from this past weekend. Overall, we have mostly been monitoring the east-northeast movement of a relatively large counterclockwise rotating eddy formation shown right here. This frontal boundary eddy formation is located north of the loop current, and it's been pushing east-northeast, resulting in a relatively large loop current eddy filament pushing into 100 fathoms, 150 fathoms out to 1,000 fathoms southeast of the DeSoto Canyon offshore of Pensacola, Panama, and Cape San Blas. However, there has recently been what appears to be the development of a clockwise rotation within the loop current itself, generating a clockwise eddy formation due south of Mobile Bay, further offshore. This clockwise rotation is helping pull some of the cooler, greener water inshore of the DeSoto Canyon to the south-southeast and further south off of Tampa Bay and the Fort Myers area shown here. With that in mind, there have been a couple of smaller eddy formations off of Tampa and Fort Myers, well to the southeast over about 500 fathoms shown here into about 100 to 200 fathoms moving into the Gulf Stream off of the Marquesas. With that in mind, this loop current eddy formation rotating clockwise may help pull in another small counterclockwise frontal boundary eddy to the north and northeast over the next several days. This new counterclockwise rotating eddy may help to pull in another large filament of warmer, bluer water into the Green Canyon to Mississippi Canyon shown here, and then further northeast over the next several weeks off of Mobile Bay and into the DeSoto Canyon area. All this depends on the further development of this loop current eddy. However, some indications show a little bit of instability on the northeastern corner shown here, so we'll keep an eye on that as it continues to develop. Let's switch over to our ocean color imagery, and you can see that darker blue loop current eddy water moving in a clockwise direction with the counterclockwise frontal boundary eddy pulling that loop current water into the DeSoto Canyon and offshore of Mobile Bay. This counterclockwise rotation is also pulling cooler, greener water offshore of the South Pass area off of the Mississippi River Delta itself. And you can see that blue-green water moving off of the Panhandle of Florida and further offshore of Tampa Bay and Fort Myers. Now, heading into the western Gulf of Mexico, we have observed a large counterclockwise rotating eddy formation offshore of Texas, as you can see here. This counterclockwise rotation has been observed pulling warmer mixed blue-green to blended blue water into about 100 fathoms, 600 feet off of the Aransas Bank area shown here. And I'll show you in the ocean color imagery again, some of that mixed blue water in 600 feet right here. However, we have also observed another small eddy formation developing further south off of the southeast of the Texas-Mexico border shown here. This should continue moving east-northeast over the next few days. Now, these two formations are maintaining an offshore movement of water, keeping some of that bluer water from the older loop current eddy formation that has moved into the western Gulf well offshore as well. Only some of this blue water gets pulled back to the northwest off of the flower gardens and ultimately back into the Aransas Bank area offshore. Remember, these ocean conditions are always changing, so be sure to head to ROFFS.com or call our office at 321 723 5759 to order updated analyses for each of these areas. Our winter office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, until May 1st as we enter the 2024 spring and summer season. Have a good week.